We're heading over to the South Slough. I wasn't sure what that meant, but our guide breaks it down for us. This is Dave Lacey, owner and operator of South Coast Tours. So here we are, we're heading to the South Slough. By definition, a slough is a natural side channel or inlet filled with water. These wetlands tend to form along the river's edge where old river channels used to flow. Not only are they beautiful and fun, but they serve a purpose.
Hey, Vinny.
Dave Lacey, South Coast Tours. Man, I heard a lot about you.
Right on.
I can't wait to do this.
Stoked to go paddling and biking.
And biking.
Yeah.
This place, it doesn't matter what we do. This is our third visit. We keep coming back to Coos Bay, Charleston, North Bend, and it's just like we're scratching the surface.
There's a lot to do here, and you need multiple days. You can't do it all in just a couple days.
There's no way. So what are we doing? We're going paddling on the South Slough.
Yes, sir. South Slough with South Coast Tours.
South Slough with South Coast Tours.
You got it.
All right, let's get in the van. We're out of here. When did you start the South Coast Tours?
We started January 1st of 2012.
So you got like every guy's dream job, right? I mean, that's like to be a tour guide outside, on the water, mountain biking.
I like it. I like being outside. Before that, I was a cabinet maker, and I was just inhaling a lot of sawdust, working inside all the time, and I just needed a change of pace.
How did you figure this out, this South Slough? Like I didn't know. I told my wife, I said, I'm gonna go like on a kayak, and I was like, I don't want to go in the ocean though. It scares me, you know. That scares me, the ocean. Then you go, no, we're gonna be on a slough. What's a slough?
This is a great flat water paddle. So a slough is a part of an estuary. So it's like the area of the river that mixes with salt water every day, like 2 or 3 times, 4 times a day, depending on the tides. So it's very safe in the regards of like the flatness of it all.
Sharks?
No sharks.
Sharks?
I mean, there might be a couple.
They might be like right there though.
Yeah, they could come in there because it is salty at high tide. Like where we're going will be really salty. You taste the water, you'll taste the salt.
I don't want to taste the water. That means I'm in the water. I don't want to taste the water. Dave, you said this was flat,
You can
right?
put your fingers in it.
Okay.
Yeah, but you got to be careful of like the tides, because there's massive tide changes in the estuary here because the river is pretty flat down at the ocean level, so the salt water will come in a bunch of miles and then go back out, so that the massive tidal currents.
Okay, they're in our favor now, right? They're in our favor.
Yeah, right now the tide is coming in, so it's getting higher, and so that means it's pushing towards us, so it won't suck us out to sea.
Okay, I don't want to have like one of those things where the Coast Guard's got to be called.
No,
because I'm like, I look like a buoy out in the middle of nowhere.
We do not want that.
We did coordinate this whole show around the tide.
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Thank you for being accommodating.
Yes, of course.
And a lot of people will paddle from the Charleston port area all the way up to here, and they ride the tide in. So you can do a one-way paddle and get picked up here. And then that tidal current is giving you a little push, which makes it easier. And so here's where we launch.
So beautiful, so peaceful. I could have stayed out there all day. Oh, we're not done with the beauty yet. Dave told me about a local contractor slash family man slash bike trail developer who has some exciting outdoor things of his own going on. This is Eddie, the one behind the miles and miles of beautifully groomed mountain bike trails right up the way from the slough. I'll let him explain. So we just took like the most beautiful drive, about 10 minutes from the slough. Now here we are at the head of this mountain bike trail. We're gonna meet one of the designers of the trail, and our host Dave's gonna take us through, and we're gonna have some fun for a minute. What an amazing, amazing area. But first things first, I gotta get changed. Let's get ready.
I'm ready to go. I got this ridiculously looking thing on my head, so it's for you. So let's go.
We just finished on the slough with Dave, and then Dave said you got to meet Eddie. And Eddie, you built these trails. I mean, you designed these trails. What do we do? I know you're a family man and everything else, but what else? What did you do here?
I designed them, and my crew that I work with, we built them together. with the mountain bike club and the county.
That is so cool. How long did that take?
We started in 2017, and I think we finished what is currently constructed in spring 23. We kind of just kept going. But the first phase was like, yeah, it took 5 years, I guess.
Really?
And then Dave had been working at it for about 4 before that.
And there's people lined up all the way down here. Just as we were getting changed, there's all kinds of people just pulling over. So this is a real popular spot. Are these locals or tourists?
Both.
Both?
There's an Arizona license plate down there right now, and one of the things I like to do is come and just see how many different state license plates you can see in the parking lot. Sometimes 5, 7, sometimes more.
Now, what about like a level thing? People come out here, there's different levels, or is it just pretty chill all the way through?
It's kind of like a ski area. There's like green, blue, black, which would be beginner, intermediate, difficult. You know, it's hard to compare it to other areas. Those are relative to this trail system, to Whiskey Run.
Okay.
But it's pretty standard as far as like the IMBA guidelines, the International Mountain Bike Association. That's what the trail industry tries to go from, which is, you know, specific standards for those beginner, intermediate, and expert. And there's a little bit of everything. I'd say it's probably, I don't know, 60% intermediate.
Very cool. I think we'll stick with the beginner though. You guys got to be careful with me, okay? So, but anyway, yeah. So let's do that. Let's hit some trails and.
Well, let's head in right here.
Fun, fun, and fun. And you know what's really cool? These mountain bike trails, they're for all levels. So if you're taking a trip to Coos Bay, don't forget, take your bikes with you.